government.
Call Dr. Paul Hutchison.
Talofa, Mr Speaker. It's a great pleasure to speak on this tobacco excise bill, and it is hugely encouraging to think that every member in this Parliament supports it. I think that it's well realised that increasing the excise does indeed diminish smoking. The issue is in the order of 15 premature deaths per day and 5,000 premature deaths per year. Mr Speaker, last night TV3 dragged out a fairly elderly man with deeply nicotine-stained finger and crinkly skin, and he claimed that his doctor 60 years ago had encouraged him to start smoking, but to ease his anxiety. The interesting thing is that that may well have been so, because at that stage of events, armed services right throughout the world were literally encouraged to smoke. But it was indeed in the late 50s that Sir Richard Dole, epidemiologist, demonstrated unequivocally the harm associated with smoking. And it has been since then that groups of professionals, NGOs and many others have worked in this long journey towards achieving a smoke-free New Zealand. And might I acknowledge all those groups: ASH in New Zealand, the Labour Party in the 90s, who worked so hard to progress the legislation. But more recently, people like Tariana Turia, who has worked extremely hard and led so extremely hard. People like my colleague, the Honourable Tau Henare and the Māori Select Committee, people like Honi Harawira and Tukurangi Morgan from New Zealand First. But even more recently, the glorious National Government and the Honourable Tony Ryle, who have indeed supported this tobacco excise tax and made it possible. So, Mr Speaker, it is indeed very, very satisfying to be able to support this first reading of this bill into the House. Whawhatai te lava.
Are there any further speakers?
Mr Speaker.
Ah, well.
Speaker.
You're standing. Gareth Hughes.